What up, everybody, and welcome to a live edition of Dodgers Territory postgame. I am Alana Rizzo. That is Clint Pasillas. We are happy to be with you guys and happy that you are here. Do not forget to like us, rate us 5 stars, all of the things. Roy Estrada is in the chat, has some negative things to say about Anthony Banda. We'll get to that in a minute, but don't forget, weigh in like Roy Estrada. How do you feel about the game? Do not forget that the Dodgers Territory shop is open. You can support the show in style. We appreciate it so much. I have to say, Fresh Crimps is in the chat as well. Ron Stoppable has something to say about Mookie Betts. Kenny Chung, Banda ain't him. All right, so not a lot of love tonight for Anthony Banda. I can appreciate that, but there has to be some love. Clint Pasillas.
How about this one? Hold on, how about this one from Albert? Looking forward to a happy Clint because I've been in a. I think we had the last.
You've been in a mood, right? You've been in a mood.
I mean, the last couple of these games we've had a post game. It hasn't been the prettiest showing from this Dodgers team, but
but I feel like Max Muncy. Welcome back. I feel like Teo, welcome back, and Mookie Betts. What's up? Let's break this down for a hot second. 12-6, the final score. Dodgers first time scoring in double digits since June 22nd. That's a long time ago.
That is a long time since the boys have put a lot of points on the board. And, I mean, listen, you got to talk about Mookie in this game. I want to do that in a little bit. What I really want to talk about is our Lord and Savior, Maxwell Steven Muncy, because Muntz is back. My buddy Kevin Skinner tweeting this earlier. It's like there's a meme where it's like, thank you for saving my life. And then I'm literally just Max Muncy. Just the difference that getting Max, as you and I talked about, getting a damn adult back in the lineup, 4 hits tonight, 2 homer night in his second game back, 4 ribbies. Defense, maybe that's going to be a few days behind him, a few days behind the bat, but after missing a month. But as Max goes, as he gets in this lineup, the rest of the lineup goes. It helps to face Mikolas, who is very bad at pitching, apparently, and very bad against the Dodgers. But a little bit of BP for the boys off Miles, and Max led the way, in my opinion. What'd you like out of seeing Max?
A couple of things that I would like to say about that. First of all, Mikolas is writing – his mouth is writing checks that his ass cannot cash. Number 2, happy birthday, Kelly Muncy, the wonderful woman behind Maxwell Muncy. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Kelly. We love you. Max Muncy, whatever happened to him, if he was 0 for 4 tonight, I would have given him a pass because you're coming off the IL. You're waiting for your timing to be right. You're waiting to just get back in the groove. And he was awesome. Awesome. So all of the production that we got from Max Muncy was a bonus. What I think is really important to talk about is the fact that Mookie Betts, my God, did you see the monkey, the size of Dodger Stadium, come off of Mookie back? Good Lord.
That was pretty. That was fun. I loved watching the dudes in the bullpen run to the gate like it was, I don't know, I guess Christmas morning to watch Mookie Betts get that double in, the second inning. That's the biggest thing. Look, you could say all of the, have all the accolades and good things about Max. Teoscar had himself a hell of a game, but this is big. Mookie Betts being all the way back, because it felt a little bit different. 3 for 4 with the double with the walk mixed in there.
I mean, he looks like a baseball player again. I'm not even saying that he's all the way back. I mean, just the fact that, again, he was batting 2 tonight, batting in that 2-hole. Dave Roberts said he's not going to move him down any further in the lineup. You and I had talked about it with Adrian Gonzalez on Monday. Perhaps you move him way down, maybe 6th or 7th to take the pressure off of him. Adrian said no. That's not it. It's not where Mookie was hitting in the lineup. Dave Roberts agreed. They kept him in the leadoff spot, the 2-hole. But, God, you have to – he must have felt like he won the frickin' World Series tonight. Honestly, like you could just tell the weight was coming off of his shoulders. He's like, man, I'm finally contributing, because we know that it's not been a lack of effort or a lack of want to. It's been like every frickin' thing I'm doing is not working. Whatever changed worked tonight.
Yeah, there's a couple of things. We know he hasn't quite been a hair off. He's probably been a few hairs off in
A whole
finding
head.
that barrel. Kid found the barrel tonight. I will say, listen, sometimes we will not even be down on Doc Roberts, but sometimes there are things you can say about Dave. You can question some decisions. I will always put my faith in
Not
him.
me. Not anymore.
Not anymore. I can still get away with it for a little bit. But with Doc and the way that he just gives all of his confidence in his players. This was something Doc had said before the game. I don't have the quote, but I'll read it. My only ask for him, and I've told him this, is I want you to have as much confidence in yourself as I do, and it'll turn. I think getting that kind of secondary boost of confidence from your manager, and also more importantly, finding that that barrel. That's the biggest difference when it comes to your boy Mookie Betts out there. I'll put this one back up there. Breaking an 0 for 22 slide. And I do want to call out somebody in the chat here, because tell me you don't know baseball without knowing baseball, or that you haven't been watching the teams. But Antone, if I'm saying that right, says, talking about the bullpen getting jiggy with it for a double. Embarrassing. Have you watched Mookie?
Yeah.
Over the last entire
doesn't
season?
know, but that's okay. That's okay.
Listen,
we're not gonna listen. We're not gonna shit on the people in our chat, but it's Anton. You need to understand that Mookie Betts has struggled mightily the entire season, and whether he would have gotten a dribbler down the line that he tripped over and fell and rolled in and somersaulted into first base safely, we would have been cheering for that. I mean, this has been a struggle. It's been a struggle, and to say the least, but maybe this is a sign of good things to come. I'm happy for him. I'm really, 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 really happy for him. But let's talk about also Teoscar, who, again, last season, I believe in the first half of the season was my MVP. I was like, they better bring him back no matter what they do. They did. And he needed to get going too. He's not been quite the same since coming off of the injured list. But he looked really good tonight. And I felt like, my gosh, it's like, so Jill Painter-Lopez is at the game tonight, and she is going to be my co-host on Thursday because you, much deserved, well-earned, are going on vacation. But Jill was there tonight. We were just kind of conversing back and forth, talking about the show on Thursday, but also just the fact that she's there watching the game and stuff. And she's like, really good game, obviously, from Mookie and Teoscar and Muncy. I said, as I talked to you, I said, Muncy gets a pass because you just didn't know what you were going to get from him. But Mookie and Teoscar got to get it going, right? In order for this team to continue to go in the direction that they want to go, it's a very slim margin right now in the division. I still think the Dodgers win the division. It's a foregone conclusion, in my opinion, that they're going to the postseason. But 3 games is a little bit too close for comfort. And in order to get a bigger gap in the division, they've got to start separating themselves. And in order to do that, the Mookies of the world, the Teoscars of the world need to hit where they're capable of hitting. And that all kind of came together tonight. And that was really great to see.
Yeah, both of those dudes taking just kind of different looking, different sounding at bats. I will say, again, having this team face off against Miles Mikolas, who has been very bad.
No, but you got to put the other quote up first before you do that one.
We'll get there in a second. Again, entered the game with a career 5.5 ERA against the Dodgers, so perfect time for a little bit of batting practice. And how about a little humble pie for that's the wrong one. How about a little humble pie for old Mr. Midwestern farmer Miles Mikolas, who had that quote. I think it was early last year after the Dodgers.
Yeah, we're not exactly a low payroll team, but you got the Dodgers playing checkbook baseball. We're going to be the hardest working group of Midwestern farmers we can be. It would be great to stick it to the Dodgers. First of all, it's not like they're fielding a team from Manhattan, Kansas. The entire team is not made up of Manhattan Kansanites, okay? Midwestern farmers, you happen to be in the Midwest, but the team is not fielded by a bunch of Midwesterners. And first of all, yes, Midwesterners are incredibly hardworking people, but the whole thing of checkbook baseball, shut up. Just stop. You have a 5.5 ERA. Shut up.
And an ERA over 5 over his last 89 starts.
Yeah, that's a pretty. I'd say that's enough of a sample size, right? That's a big enough sample size to know that, like, you're stop.
there's a point where you just shut your mouth and show up, collect your paycheck, and try to give your team 5 or 6 innings every 5th day.
Honest to God, that's the same type of stupidity of when Charlie Monfort, or excuse me, not Charlie, I apologize. When Dick Monfort was like, the Dodgers are ruining baseball. No, what's ruining baseball is your club has won 30 fucking games. Okay? That's what's ruining baseball.
On that note, how about we take a little bit of a break?
Oh, sure. You get mad at me when I
No, I just really want to
already on the pontoon boat. We must be needing to go to break.
Yeah, we're 10 minutes in, which I think is a good time to take a break. We'll come back. We got some super chats, hang out with the chat a little bit more. And I do want to talk more Teoscar Hernandez, so we will be right back.
Kratz, there are a lot of people out there that pay rent and they don't get anything for it.
Might as well change that. You can get some rewards for flights, hotels, tons of stuff.
With Built, you can earn flexible points that can be redeemed towards airlines, hotels, a future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and much more. It doesn't stop there. Built is about making your entire neighborhood more rewarding. You can dine out at your favorite local restaurants and enjoy experiences just for Built members every month. They're turning a monthly expense into an opportunity to earn rewards and discover the best that your neighborhood has to offer. Your rent is finally working for you. Earn points on rent and around your neighborhood, wherever you call home, by going to joinbuilt.com/foul. That's joinbilt.com/FOUL. Make sure to use our URL so they know we sent you. joinbuilt.com/foul. Go for it.
And we're back, and we have some super chats from our friends here in the chat. We appreciate you guys. We got $1.99 from Richie Flores. It's about time we kicked some ass. And Alana, you mentioned earlier in the stream here, first time the Dodgers have put up double digits in a game since June 22nd, which is a long time for the $40 billion super Dodgers, or whatever the hell Miles Mikolas called them. So it felt really, really good.
It was checkbook baseball.
Checkbook baseball. There it is. $1.99 from Swollen Sausage in the chat. Thank you very much. As Alana and Clint. Hello, Dodgers are back finally. And did this one?
You know what? Doesn't it kind of feel like that a little bit? You and I have talked about the fact that, and Swollen Sausage is bringing up a good point. You and I have talked about the fact that no,
yeah,
sicko. The last like 3-4 weeks, it has been almost as if they are grasping at straws and not able to gain any sort of momentum, any sort of traction. Like they've really been struggling. We thought the All-Star break was going to be the moment where they could all regroup, and they still have not gotten on track. Today felt like, for the first time in a long time, that this team was like kind of, I know it's cliche, but kind of hitting on all cylinders. You had a good pitching performance from Emmet Sheehan. You had really good hitting up and down the lineup. The stars were being stars. That was just really nice to see. It's like everything that was supposed to happen kind of happened. And that was really great to see.
Yeah. I mean, you stole a lot of the words I was going to say there. Synergy. It's like we've been doing this together now for a season and a half, coming up on 2 seasons. It's really, the misfires were not there tonight. They played clean baseball, and that's what this team is supposed to do. And, we're live right now at the same time Doc is talking to reporters post-game, but I'm sure he's going to be sharing that same sentiment. It was a complete baseball game, and it's a type of game that you expect a championship caliber club, a World Series contending club, to play. This is
if you want to get back there,
if you want to get back there. Especially,
no doubt.
And we got a $4.99 super chat earlier from Fresh Crimps. Appreciate you. And he says, all the hate on Muncy, that all the hate he was getting to start the season, now he's our Lord and Savior. It's like, yeah, it's baseball, it's sports.
Yeah, I mean, we are a fickle beast. Fans are fickle beasts.
We all are going to say stupid things, especially when you need to fill 3 nights of content each week. You got to overreact. We are in the business of overreacting. We are in the world of overreacting. Do you think there's a reason good shows get canceled and Stephen A. Smith gets more and more shows? Because he's loud and he just says a bunch of crap. I love Stephen.
Well, here's the thing. So Riled Up too. It brings up a good point, and I said it too earlier when I was watching the game in like the 4th or 5th inning. So it's like, how about Freeland to Freeman? What if that begins like a thing, right? Like, flip. I mean, why not? Freeland to Freeman, and then if you get Kyle Freeland over here from the Rockies, they'd be like Freeland to Freeland to Freeman.
Too many. There's too many frees. Nothing free. Ain't nothing free in Waterworld as something. That is one of the things I did want to bring up. How about the start for Alex Freeland here in beginning of his MLB career? 2 hits tonight, 353 over his first. It's only 5 games. Small sample size. We understand that. 6 for 17, waiting for the pop. But kind of everything we were hoping we'd see out of Dalton Rushing to start his career. Freeland's been doing something. So, in the absence of Tommy Edman, in the absence of Hesong Kim, having Freeland step up in there and kind of do. I mean, there's been a bunch of people, including me, barking to see what this kid can do. You have him. He's completely free. He's free to you in your minor league system. Bring him up. Let him try something.
Literally, it's in his name. It's in his name.
I
don't know. I mean, I've always given you the credit where I believe credit is due. You're more in tune on the minor league side, and the pipeline than I am. I just think if you're going to come up, you better produce, right? And that's why, so far, Dalton Rushing is okay.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Whatever. He hasn't done much. He hasn't done much yet.
Offensively, they're focusing a lot on him learning game calling at the big league level and all that. And they're the Los Angeles Dodgers. They can get away with bringing up a kid to just kind of learn the defensive side of being a catcher. At some point, that offense will be there. But hey, Freeland's hitting. Teoscar. We haven't talked enough Teoscar. I did say I want to mention him. He goes back-to-back with Muncy in the third. First homer, a little over a week. First homer at Dodger Stadium.
4 RBIs. That's 4 steaks.
He's eating. He's eating good tonight. Feeling so nice. He did it twice. 2 homer night, 4 for 5, 4 ribs. That swing looked different, and to see the smile. I was watching the game with a friend here, and she was looking. She's not really a baseball fan. She's a baseball fan, not a Dodger fan.
Are you talking about Mrs. FRG?
No. A friend of ours. She was here watching the game with us, and she's like, "Oh my God, who is that?" And I was like, "Hey, on top of him being a happy, handsome boy, he is also the nicest fella in the world." And I love it when Mr. Seeds gets a seeds thrown at him. God, it just feels so good to get all of these guys going.
The Mr. Seeds stuff was good, but did you see Muncy's face when he got the seeds for the first time tonight? It was just like, I don't know. It just felt like this whole massive weight of the world was not only off of Mookie, but imagine Max being on that. It was such an amazing day when Kirsch got his, strikeout 3,000. I can't say, for some reason, 3,000th is hard for me to say.
Well, maybe it's because.
But then Muncy. No. It has nothing to do with that. You guys,
here's
the deal. This is what pisses me off about people. Anytime I'm in a good mood and I don't have resting baseball face, people assume I'm hammered.
This is fair.
That's so freaking annoying.
This is fair.
I can't just be in a good mood.
You do get a lot of shit when you're happy. By the way, congrats to Riz. You made some history today. If you didn't, tell the people what you did today, because I think it's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, well, thanks. I was part of the first ever all-female broadcast on NESN, the New England Sports Network, the network of the Red Sox and the Bruins. I have been part of an all-female broadcast before on Major League Baseball in 2021, but tonight was the first time I did it on NESN. And for the first time in my career, I was a color analyst. So I am not drunk. I am not tired. I am happy.
Maybe a little
that the
tired.
Dodgers.
You should be tired.
I'm actually okay. Surprisingly, I'm okay.
Yeah,
Surprisingly, I don't know if it was the adrenaline from the doing the first game I did today, but I came home. I listened till the Red Sox game ended. I drove home. I was listening to Rick Monday and Tim Neverett on the radio with their great engineer, Dwayne McDonald, listening to it all the way home.
Shout out.
Got home, started watching the game, and here we are. So I'm happy.
I didn't get a chance. I would love to find some highlights or watch at least part of the game. I'm not going to watch a whole Red Sox game. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm not going to watch it.
No, I don't expect you to.
But I'm still going to feel like I got the best color analyst that one time you and I were waiting for a game to end, and you were just. It was the best, worst thing. It's not safe for work.
So good. It was so much fun. Good night. By the way, to Ramon Martin, congrats, Mensa. Good night, brother. I love you. My brother, my best friend's husband, saying good night.
All right on.
Yeah, Ramon. Good night. His wife calls me Mensa. That's a whole other thing. But whatever. So yeah, it was a fun experience, and yes, I'm a great color analyst. I can tell you all the colors of people that they're wearing in the stands. No, it was fun. It was different. I don't need to be a color analyst. And Mark, our boss, Mark Wiener, told me this 20 years, not even 20 years, 15 years ago. He said less is more. That's a key. Is less is more. So I tried to bring that into the broadcast tonight.
I still haven't learned that. I apologize, Mark. I have not learned that. You can see that from my rundowns. I jam a lot of shit in there. And one of those things we haven't talked about is Emmet Sheehan. Hell of a game from Emmet Sheehan. Alana, is this the best number 6 starter in baseball?
Sure. I mean, it's funny because I was looking at him pitch today, and I told my husband Chris, who was watching the game with me at the beginning before he went to bed, because it is 1:30 in the morning on the East Coast. I said, "This is a kid that looks like he's from the backwoods of Kentucky and just shoves, right?" But he's not. He's from Manhattan. Like, he's from New York, like this guy. So it's like he doesn't. No, what I'm saying is he doesn't look like what, like his background doesn't match his appearance. But he's growing before us. He's developing before us. And I feel like this is a guy that I can have a lot more faith in, and have more conviction in what he's doing right now than we could have said, 2 months ago or whatever. Is he the end all be all? No, but he doesn't need to be, right? No. I mean, we can allow him to continue to go out there and develop. And is he going to make the postseason roster? Probably not. Maybe in the bullpen, and that's okay. By the way, I had a great conversation today with Dustin May, but that's for another time. Right on. No, I'm proud of what Emmet Sheehan did today. Like he did a really nice job, and it was nice that he had the run support, so he didn't feel like he needed to be perfect, and the weight of the world was not on his shoulders. That's great. That's what you want for a young kid who is developing at the big league level, that is trying to find himself, is his offense to back him up.
Yeah. A defense to back him up as well, but that's a different conversation. Dodgers did more than enough behind him. Muncy charged with an error. It's the second game back. Like I said, the glove is going to be probably a couple games behind the bat when it comes to Max Muncy. But again, when we're talking about Emmet Sheehan, this is the Dodgers' number 6 starter. And I was telling that other same friend who was gushing over Teoscar Hernandez, I was like, this would be like, if he's on the Angels, he's probably the ace, or at least the co-ace with like Yusei Kikuchi or something like that. That's like how deep the Dodgers are, but also how bad the Angels are. Imagine Emmet Sheehan in Colorado. He is the bona fide ace of that starting rotation, even with like nothing really, doesn't really have a track record or whatever. He's just very good at throwing a baseball and hitting the spots and all that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to talk about him for a second, give him some love. Let's take one more break. We'll talk bullpen, and then we'll talk other things, and we'll get out of here. So we will be.
Oh man, the bullpen! Here come the Banda comments. Okay, we'll be right back.
AJ, I'm on my phone right now in Arena Club, and I'm looking at the Emerald slab packs, and I see in the Grail a Bobby Witt Jr. 2020 Bowman Chrome Prospect Auto Gold Refractor card.
Give me that. Give me your phone. I'm gonna get you to
you gotta buy
that to me.
I don't have it.
I thought you had it.
Get a slab pack. No, I don't have that.
Then give me your slab pack.
That card's worth.
You buy me slab packs, Scott, so I can get the Bobby Witt Jr. Gold Refractor 2020 Bowman Chrome Auto, because that sounds awesome.
And it's worth a lot.
It's worth a lot. He's a stud. He's not going down. Get a Grail. I want a Grail, Scott. Give me the Holy Grail. You do it.
To do that, you must get yourself a slab pack in Arena Club. Or if you want to get it for a friend, you can do that too. And right now, you can get 20% off your first slab pack or your first card purchase. If you're going on there and you're just like, hey, I want a specific card. I find it there. I want to grab it for my showroom. arenaclub.com/foul and use the code FOUL.
We is back, and we need to talk about that bullpen, which mostly was pretty good. Late in the game, Alexis Diaz, Anthony Banda giving up a couple of runs. Do we want to do positive or negative first?
Let's do negative first.
All right.
We can end on a positive.
Yeah. Alexis Diaz, we know this dude is kind of just a here for now kind of guy. If he can continue to be something close to what we saw in Cincy in 22 and 23.
I mean, can we get him to be a little closer to Edwin? I mean, can we figure out a way to like smash the DNA into more of Edwin than?
I think his parents already did that, but that's
Oh my God. What is wrong with you? Seriously, I mean, we don't have enough time to discuss what is wrong with you. Yeah, he was fine. I mean, he gives up the home run in the eighth, first runs allowed as a Dodger in his fifth appearance, whatever. I don't have enough time to discuss what's wrong with you. He's not the issue, right? Anthony Banda is a guy that is in our bullpen for the long haul. I mean, he's a guy that is supposed to be someone that we can count on. And it's been a little rough. It's been a little rough for our guy.
Yeah, a little bit of an up and down season. You know, the numbers closer to what he had over his career before he became a Dodger last year, which is, you know, not what you want to see ideally. He's been somebody, you know, granted, you look at the ledger, he didn't allow the runs. He allowed Alexis Diaz's runs to score. That much aside, you know, you got to get into the game, get your punch. Yeah, you got to get your outs. Ultimately, Dodgers win. That's the most important thing. But when you start trending towards, you know, September into October, as much as, you know, we love what Anthony Banda has done for this team, it's important to note of the health updates today. Tanner Scott is one of the names you see throwing a baseball for the Dodgers today. Him and Michael Kopech each through bullpen sessions. You're going to run out of roster spots.
There's been a Sasaki sighting, which is exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact all three of those names are exciting.
Yeah, and you know, Banda, as Roy points out, gives up a homer yesterday as well. He's pitching for a job right now. He's definitely pitching for a spot on the postseason roster rather than being on the taxi squad. And it sucks. Hopefully he can get just more consistent, because he had a pretty nice stretch for a little while there. But I figured we can indulge the people coming straight from the game to the live stream who are upset about Banda's performance there. But you know, it's funny, before the game even happened, I wrote down as in a note that I wanted to talk about today or anywhere on the internet. Alex Vesia is just a dog.
He's your boy.
I love that
all right,
dude.
So if you went on a date, let's just pretend you went on a boy crush date. Are you taking out Alex Vesia? Are you taking out Max Muncy?
You know, I feel like Vess and I would have a lot more in common, a lot more things to talk about. Like, I'm not a Texas guy, so I'm not. I love Max. I think although he's good, like he's real sneaky funny. But you know, me and Vesia, we can go right around on like ATVs. Like I think his dad has some sort of business in northern-ish California. Plus, you know, I'm a little bit of a crackhead. We know he's a tweaker, so it's like a good thing. Like I think there's synergy there. There's cohesion between me and Vesia. Maybe you should ask
him to go on your pontoon boat with you this weekend. Maybe you guys can establish a relationship.
He's very close to becoming a papa. I don't think he's going to come hang out with the boys.
They are. They're close. She's
on
really
a
close.
Pontoon.
He as you said, he's a damn dog.
Look at that dog in him. 1.4 ERA over his last 30 games, a tick over a half of an ERA over his last 15 innings pitched. When he comes in, it's been lights out. Like, and he's saving big moments, big situations, ducks on the pond. He is coming in and bailing out starters. The way Dave is deploying him right now, it's perfect.
Yeah, I know. Dave's making all the right moves. It's been fun. I mean, today was a fun game. I think you and I have had some stinkers, right? You and I have had some like really, really crappy post-game Tuesday nights. Yeah, 17 hits tonight. Okay, I'll take it. So this was nice. This was nice to have an offense that was actually putting runs on the board, and it didn't seem super stressful. Emmet did a good job. The bullpen, for the most part, did a good job. Dodgers still look great, and it's been, today was good. Today was like
Now it's time to exhale. It's time for me to go on a little bit of a vacay. You're going to be here.
Tell the peeps what you're doing.
I'm going to be on a boat. Well, I'm going camping. I'm trying to be as off grid as I can. I'm leaving all the devices at home except for my phone, because you need that to live. But ideally, I keep the phone away and I just hang out with friends. We drink, we eat, we make loud noises, scream at each other in fun ways, and we're going to be on a lake on a boat. It's going to be a good time. So I will be away. I will be back Monday if I'm alive. Riz,
okay, yeah, that's the thing. My only request is that you are careful, that you don't drink and drive the pontoon or just drown. Just please don't do that.
It's got cruise control.
Oh, okay, great.
The pontoon has cruise control. Come on. I will. I promise.
No, I don't. I'm not like, okay, sure. I mean, with all the fandangles of all the shit that's out there today, pontoon boat is a raft with a motor, Cole says.
It really is. It's a party barge. I won't feed the Bears for Delirium 9, but we will get out of here. Guys, make sure you tube into Alana, who will be here with Jill Painter-Lopez on Thursday, 12 o'clock Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. I will try to tube in to the show.
You're not going to. Don't lie. By the way, don't forget tomorrow's an early start. 1 o'clock Pacific time, 4 o'clock Eastern time, as far as that is concerned. Yes, I will be back with Jill on Thursday for our normal show, as well as Fair Territory. I'm doing that as well. I think Ken is off. Have a great vacation. Be careful. And you will be back on Monday, hopefully talking much more Dodgers wins. Be safe.
I'm also, if you guys want more of me right now, I'm jumping right over to my channel.
Nobody wants more. Nobody wants more of you.
All Dodgers Absolutely. With Clint and Jeff. We're going to be live in like 2 minutes, so join us. Come hang out. Me and Ken are going on vacation together. Okay, bye.
All right. Go Dodgers. Bye.